with today's video. I'm back with my next installment to my test or invest series. Well, I'll be trying out the Huda Beauty Foundation as well as giving my thoughts on the Huda Beauty Concealer. Now, the Huda Beauty Foundation did come out last year in 2018, but the new newness is the Huda Beauty Concealer. The shade that I'll be testing in both is the Tres Leches, which is 320G in the Huda Beauty Foundation, and in the concealer, I'm wearing the shade Caramel Corn, 22N. I must say that I've actually been giving this combination of foundation and concealer a little run for its money over the past couple days. I've tried it with my natural hair, I've tried it in natural light, I've tried it at night in a flash, and you know, I'm going to share with you how I apply both of them today, if we're color matches, if the shade's going to work for you, and what are my final thoughts on how the foundation and the concealer work in conjunction together. So without further ado, let's get into my commentary on the Huda Beauty Foundation and Concealer. Alright guys, so I've got my hands on the Huda Beauty Concealer. They're calling this one an Overachiever Concealer. The shade that I have is Caramel Corn, is 22N, and it's called a high coverage creamy concealer. So for the past couple days, I've been testing this concealer because I wanted to find something that wasn't as heavy as my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm still going to be a fan of Tarte Shape Tape. Yes, it's probably the fullest coverage out there, but for my everyday type glam looks, I wanted something a little bit sheerer, still with a lot of coverage, if I'm making sense. I'm loving that they're saying high coverage and creamy. Creamy to me means that it's going to be more skin-like. So that's what led me to this concealer. Also, when I chose the shade Caramel Corn 22N, I want to say there were between 12 and 14 shades of this concealer, and most of them looked like they were in a little bit more of a golden undertone. Even when I tried a few other shades, it still had a yellow undertone. So I want to say that they're doing, like, the 22N is a neutral, and then I remember seeing G, which I'm assuming is golden. So keep that in mind. I do have a lot of yellow undertones, so this one is going to be great for me. But just with the color range, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a little bit difficult for everyone to have a match in that one. Lastly, when I was on the hunt for this concealer, the store that I found this in was the Sephora in the JCPenney's. But when I hear the freestanding Sephora stores won't have the full concealer until spring, so whatever that time is. Also, last year I purchased the Huda Beauty Foundation in the shade Tres Leches number 320G. As you'll see, I've already prepped my skin, used my regular skincare routine. I've already done my brows, so let's go ahead and move into how I apply this makeup. So I'm going to give the Huda Beauty Foundation a little shake. How I've been applying it is by applying the foundation first. So I'm going to just do a quick little pump on the back of my hand. And honestly, I don't need a lot of this. I really don't. Like, this foundation, I think, gives a full-on coverage. And I am going to move into my Stilazzi. This one is the Kabuki Flat Face Brush. This is the S409. And I like bristles like this when I'm applying a full coverage foundation, especially when I want it to be a little sheer. You'll see that I'm spraying that with a little bit of my Mario Badescu spray. Just quick tip, it will allow the brush to absorb a lot less of the foundation. So whatever you put on your face stays on your face. And you'll see that the foundation is drying very, very quickly because it is a matte foundation, but it's giving me a nice, even golden tone. You'll see that I still have a lot of the foundation on the back of my hand. So honestly, a little bit of that foundation goes a long way. And I've been finding exactly the same thing with the concealer. With the concealer, it is coming in around $30. I threw away the box, but I'm thinking it was probably 1 fluid ounce. It does have this angled applicator here. This really does remind me of some of the products with Estee Lauder in the skincare, because it allows you to kind of smooth out the concealer right along the eye and possibly get like a little bit of a blend. So that's cute. So you could almost put the product exactly where you want it and not overuse it. Just make sure you're not squeezing it as you're applying it. So therefore you're really distributing the product as it is needed instead of just overdoing it. You'll see right away it's giving me a lot of coverage that way. We're going to move into another Stilazzi brush. This one is the Strobe L307. And I find that this brush does blend out really, really nicely. To me, almost better than a beauty blender. It keeps that concealer from looking streaky and caking, and it really allows your product to blend in well together as far as the foundation and the concealer. So let's just do that. Just gonna put a little bit on the eyelid because this is gonna be a super minimalistic look today. But what I'm loving so far, like there's no cakiness here on the high points of my face. I'm just gonna go back and apply a little bit more because I'm not using a color corrector today to let you guys really see how this foundation works. So I'm really gonna apply a little bit more right through the darker part of my face and create a little bit of a highlight effect here. And because it does get messy, just kind of wipe it off so you keep your product from getting clogged up. And there is a little tack in the cap to make sure that the opening doesn't get clogged on your concealer. So that's a good design. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. Just kind of tapping this in. I'm not moving the product, I just wanted to kind of build up right in the darker part of my face. Loving that, loving it. Let's go ahead and do the glam core test just to make sure I have everything blended out. Just looking at the concealer is absolutely stunning. It doesn't have a white cast to it. It's not grabbing where the foundation needed to meet with the concealer. I absolutely love it. Like, it's matte, but it's not a thick, heavy matte. It really does look like skin. So far, it's fitting the bill. But because it is creamy, I am going to lightly set it with my RCMA powder. Now I've already set my under eye area with the RCMA powder, and the thing that I'm noticing the most, and I have natural light coming in, you guys, there is no start and stop from where the concealer started and the foundation started. And although I did set my face with powder, there is no casting residues. This to me is giving me a really good indicator that this concealer is going to wear very, very well. It does have the right blend of creaminess to it, and I'm hoping that it just lasts this flawless all day. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and complete the rest of my makeup off camera. Alright guys, and I'm back. This is the makeup look for today. I have to say that I am not thrilled with the Huda Beauty foundation. Like, I like how it looks on camera, but when I look at it, just like in my mirror, I kind of feel a little bit dull, if you know what I'm saying. Which is something that you kind of get when you're wearing a matte foundation. I think to remedy that, I'm going to try it next time with my Melanie Mills. I've talked about this over and over again. The Gleam Body Radiance, the shade that I use is Peach Deluxe. I think I'm just going to try and mix this to give it a little bit more of a shimmer to the foundation. Make sure you follow my Instagram to see how that works. I'm most obsessed with how this concealer blends into the foundation and how when I apply powder to it, it doesn't start to get cakey. I'm obsessed with that. I will say that it doesn't give me invisibleness of the fine lines underneath my eye as the Tarte Shape Tape. Shape Tape, with it being so heavy, it's almost like it would expand the fine line and then make them disappear. At least as far as how I applied it, I never had any problems with creasing. Now, I'm not going to say that this concealer is creasing, but I can see my tiny fine lines, and if I can get out of my head about that, then this concealer is totally top notch. I like it. Do I think it's worth the $30 investment? Yeah, because I'm spending about the same thing on Tarte Shape Tape. And as for me, when I'm as concerned with the darkness underneath my eyes as I am, for me to be able to wear a concealer and not have to put a color corrector underneath my eyes and still get a pretty natural glam, I think it's absolutely worth the money. So yes, it's worth the investment for me, but you'll have to see if it's worth your investment. Comment down below if you will be trying the Huda Beauty concealer. Comment also on what shade you're actually wearing. Were you able to find your shade? If you weren't able to find your shade, were you able to find it in your Sephora? Make sure that we keep the conversation going. That's what my comment section is for. You guys know I love to know. Comment down below. You guys also know I love to connect with you, so make sure you connect with me. Follow me on all my social media links to never miss another upload. If you have not already subscribed to my channel and you like what you saw here today, I would love for you guys to click the subscribe button. Also click the post notifications to never miss another upload. Until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hugs and kisses. We'll talk to you soon.